On the Welcome to IronCAD scene, select 3D scene. Always double check down here that your units are millimeters. We're going to use the Shapes tab in your catalog browser. Pulling in a slab. So you're going to left click, drag it into your scene, and drop it. You go to your part name on the left in your scene browser, double click on that, and then you're going to name your part, and then hit enter. Okay, now we're going to resize the slab. So we're going to click on it just until the red handles pop up. When they do, we're going to put our cursor on one of the red handles. When it turns into a hand, you're going to right click. And then go to Edit Size Box. All right, so we need our width to be 70, length of 45, and a height of 2.5. Click OK. Okay, now I'm going to press F8 to bring it in. I'll zoom it into my work screen, and then I'm going to click off, and then I'm going to press F7 and click on the face that I want to do my extrusion on. Okay, now this means that I have my heights and my widths backwards. So I'm going to size again. I'm going to click on it, go here, and just switch those around. Okay, now go to the Feature tab, click on Extrude. This is to select a part from scene. So this is my part. Now I go back over here into my scene browser and do this pull down menu. Click on 2D shape. Anytime this grid comes up, you just click OK. And if it makes your part really, really small, if it pulls it back, makes it small, just press F8 to get it to where it's enlarged again. All right, I'm going to click on Point. Then I'm going to go to my part, and whenever this green dot in the center lights up like this, I'm going to click on it, left click on it. Now I'm finished selecting, so I need to go and click on my green check mark. This brings the Sketch tab up. So I'm going to select text because that's what we're going to be extruding is text. To know where my text is going to actually be on there, you need to scroll down to Position. Just put your cursor there and hit Enter, and text pops up. Shows you where it's actually going to be. Now you can go back up to Text in the box and type in your name, and then hit Enter. Then we can position it here, and we're going to say bottom center. It's going to center it according to the bottom of the letters. All right, and you can also go in and change out your fonts if you want. Just go to Fonts and select one, and then you click OK. Don't worry about doing the sizing on that part. You're going to do text height to change the size of it. Okay, now I'm wanting to put a second extrusion underneath it, so I'm going to change my Y position of my letters, because this is your XY coordinate grid. So we're going to move it up on Y. So we're going to just put a positive number here in the Y position, and then hit enter. Okay, so I've done everything that I want on there. It's in the right position, right font, right size. So I'm going to scroll back to the top of this in your scene browser and click that green check mark. Then in your sketch tab, there's a green finish check mark at the top left. You want to click on that. When you click on that, it takes you to your extrusion features here. So your depth in direction 1, you need to change your extrusion depth. Since we made our thickness 2.5, we're just going to extrude 1.25. That way we don't go all the way through the nameplate. And then under direction 2, this determines on if you're going to add material or remove material. We're going to remove to make it look like it's engraved. Okay. Once you've changed those two things on this properties part of your scene browser, then you click on the green check mark again, and it will create the extrusion. To double check it, we're going to press our middle roller ball on our mouse and be able to rotate it so we can see. You can see that it's been extruded. Okay. To do a second part, you just basically, you do the same thing. I'm going to click extrude my part. And then I'm going to go here, 2D shape. Okay. Point. Select that center point again. Okay, and then green check mark. Text in the sketch tab. Okay, now I'm going to do this one at top center, which means it's going to center it at the top of my letters down the middle. And change this to the same size, but that's too big. You can see that it would go over your edges here. So I'm going to make it, see if at 19 it'll do. And that's inside of it. So then I still want to move this down so that it's spaced out evenly. So I'm going to put a negative number there. Oop, wrong one. There we go. Go back up, click your green check mark. Sketch tab, finish. And check your extrusion depth. It should still be the same, 1.25. And then go down and remove material. Then click the green check mark again. Check it to see. Okay. Now to save it, menu, file, save as. And then we saved our H drives. If you don't, then that's whatever you save to. And then I click save. to make it a 3D object, you're going to go to Menu, File, Export, Export Part, and then Save As Type. This is a very important thing that you have to change. This has to be stereolithography, an STL. And then click Save. This will come up. You're going to select Fine, and then OK, and then OK. Now it's saved in a 3D object file that you can print. And then we close out.